Retirement planning should be more than just talking about investments. You want the confidence to enjoy this special time of your life. If you want more from retirement, you've come to the right place. This is the Mark Osler Retirement Experience, the financial pathway to more.
All right, so Warren Buffett has said some interesting things of late. Number one, about tariffs, he said it's an act of war. So that was kind of an interesting comment. He also is sitting on a stockpile of cash right now, something like $334 billion at Berkshire Hathaway. So when Warren Buffett is sitting on a pile of cash, you got to believe that he's sitting around waiting to deploy it. He's going to put it into the market at some point. But people worry that when he starts going conservative, like selling his index funds and selling his Apple and putting together a war chest of cash, he sees the market going down sometime in the future, and he's going to rush in there and take advantage of it. So if Warren Buffett can do it, can we do it? Or should we be watching Warren Buffett and taking a cue from Warren Buffett? What do you say, Mark?
You know, that's a great question, because we were talking about this recently, and Warren definitely has a plan. The question is, when is he going to pull the trigger? Mm-hmm. And what is his plan? Well, he's not going to tell us, but the Warren Buffetts of the world are the folks that make the market. We just participate in it. So what we like to do is instead we say, okay, if you want your money in the market, instead of market timing, because that's a young man's game, truly. Mm-hmm. If you're getting into retirement years, let's look at our market guard portfolio, because it's a scientific method. It is zero emotion involved. And so with that, we want to focus on what they do best. These folks know when to pull the trigger and when not to. Now, is it exact? No science is exact, but they try to limit your losses. And when you limit losses, if there's a full-on market correction, at least we know that that's going to be a protective barrier in some fashion against huge losses, right? So in a way, you can kind of look at it maybe as a buffer, not full-on, oh, this is a buffered ETF. No. But in terms of slowing down the losses, yes. So for us, we're not going to sit here and try and do that Warren Buffett market timing, because they make the market. The Elon Musks of the world, they make the market. We participate. So if you want to play that game, you can. You can follow Nancy Pelosi's husband, right? If you really want to. You can do those things, but that's not what we're going to do. We're going to use a scientific, methodical approach that on that approach is going to be zero emotion involved. And then if you want to get involved with those commission-based products like fixed annuities, multi-year guaranteed annuities, fixed index annuities, or if you want to build in structured notes into your brokerage portfolio, these are all the discussions we have. If you need, hey, do you have a need for long-term care insurance, Medicare supplement? But Randy, I'm not going to sit here and just idly watch what Warren Buffett does, but I do take note because it has an effect on the overall rolling of the market.
So we talk on this show that it's so important to have somebody to talk to work with when it comes to your retirement. You've made your living someplace else. Mark has made his living helping people retire. So you want to go to somebody who's in that field, okay? But at the same time, Mark, they're looking at you, they're meeting you for the very first time. There's a trust thing going on. I've got my whole life savings here. I'm getting a feel for this guy. And so somebody says, okay, Mark, let's work together. And you start to build a retirement plan. And 6 months into everything is going just fine. Have you ever had somebody say, okay, Mark, now that we've been together for 6 months and you've kind of gained my trust, I need to tell you that I've got $300,000 in cash sitting here because it's kind of my security blanket, and I didn't want you to know about that because I wanted to find out what kind of guy you are. Then what do we do? Has that ever happened to you?
It has. I mean, I find out that there's more money later on. Yeah, it absolutely happens. They just didn't want to tell me right away. And that's the T word, trust. Yeah. I'm not going to ask for trust. I hope that over time it builds. We build a great relationship, but I never ask for it. I just say, hey, let me prove myself to you. I don't care what it takes, but I know I can prove myself. I'm a very honest person. I care about folks. I want to make sure we give you good, helpful advice always give you the highest possible advice. If I don't know the answer to something, I'm going to find out the answer for you or find somebody that has the answer, but I'm not going to tell you something if I don't know the answer. So for me, Randy, I just say, look, go to my website, real easy. Hey, I want more to retire on. moretoretire.com. You go to moretoretire.com. We have a process. You click on that process. There's an entire process guide, 5 steps. And the bottom line is step 5 is just ongoing support and being there for you. Mm-hmm. So if you got more money, or hey, you realize you invested with somebody else, I don't mind working as a separate advisor. But if you want to, if you realize that I've proven myself to you and you want to work more with me, that'll be on your level. You see, Randy, I come up with ideas and plans all the time. I actually don't ask people to do stuff with me. I wait until they tell me they want to do this. Yep. And that's what's important to me, because I want you to feel convicted in your decision when you're working with me. I want you to feel that conviction always.
Thanks for listening to the Mark Osler Retirement Experience. To schedule a meeting about your retirement and the financial pathway to more, go to moretoretire.com. That's moretoretire.com.
Insurance products are offered through the insurance business Mark Osler Retirement Experience. Mark Osler Retirement Experience is also an investment advisory practice that offers products and services through Impact Partnership Wealth LLC, registered investment advisor. IPW does not offer insurance products. The insurance products offered by Mark Osler Retirement Experience are not subject to investment advisor requirements. Investing involves risks, including the potential loss of principal. Any references to protection, safety, or lifetime income generally refer to fixed insurance products, never securities or investments. Insurance guarantees are backed by the financial strength and claims paying ability of the issuing carrier. This radio podcast is intended for informational purposes only. It is not intended to be used as the sole basis for financial decisions, nor should it be considered as advice designed to meet the particular needs of an individual situation. Mark Osler Retirement Experience is not permitted to offer, and no statement made during the show shall constitute legal or tax advice. Our firm is not affiliated with or endorsed by the U.S. government or any governmental agency. The information and opinions contained herein are provided by third parties that have been obtained from sources believed to be reliable, but accuracy and completeness cannot be guaranteed by Mark Osler Retirement Experience. Market Guard is a firm that provides investment signals as well as portfolio allocation recommendations for a wide variety of model portfolios. Market Guard does not offer advice or enter into fiduciary relationships.